I know it's almost noon. Good morning, everyone. And I'm coming on live on this page because I like to promote what I do. And my page is Be the Best Version of Myself. And then in my own language, it says, Hoko ko hafungani kita. Hoko ko hafungani kita. And so what is the best version? What is it? Why is it matter to me? Is it because why? It is important. So it's very important that that you have to realize that you should be the best of yourself. So that means I am already great. I'm wonderful. I'm being me. But I have to add more nuggets. I have to add more jewels. I have to add more genuine pieces of gold. And I have to add some jewels and a lot of things that those are the expertise, those are the talents. So it's very important that you have to find each day, what are your talents? What are the hidden talents that you still don't know, but you have to dig deep inside you to bring it out? So there are too many times we tend to listen to others and all their discouragement and all the negativity, So in this page that I am trying to change around, it says be the best version of me. Hoko kohafungani kita. And so I just want to say that to you guys, because so part of trying to be the best person of me, before I was working for the state, and I have to go. There were people who were the bosses and the supervisors, and I have to work accordingly to the rules and regulations of the system or the agency. And at the same time, I have to follow the guidelines too. And I could not be myself because you are bounded or you are bound by law and rules and regulation in order for you to act accordingly during work hour. So 8 hours of my lifetime, every day, 5 days in a row, that I have to be boss and I have to be run by other people and I have to be ruled by other people. And so when I make up my decision that I am going to get out and just be myself, I decided to be the best version of me, of myself. Hoko ko hafungani kita. Hoko ko hatokotaha o kumakehe. Hoko ko hatokotaha. That doesn't mean I have to be just, just fake. No, I have to be the real person of myself. I have to bring out the reality of myself. And I have to be the best version and fungani kita, meaning the top, the cream of the cake. I need to add more topping. I need to add more, more goodness to myself instead of being bullied and then run down by other people. So it is very vital that you start to look inside you. The inner beauty is the most beautiful part of a human being. That person, or, you always hear that from your teachers, from parents, the beauty comes from within. If there's anybody who is beautiful outside, but is very fake and not truthful to yourself, you have to change the mindset. You have to change your routine. You have to change the way you live. And so I started, my best version is to enjoy myself. So how do I enjoy myself? I have to make up my own decision. Too many times I have to wait for someone else to validate what I want to do. Wait for someone to what? To tell me what to do. So it is not fair that you're the boss of yourself. You have to be the boss for your own self. Okay? With that being said, it is very vital that we need to what? That we need to be our own self, meaning we have to make our choices, okay? Set it, plan it, and be consistent in keeping it. So how do I start? I started from listening to myself. There's a time I get to feel that my body is huge. I feel that my body started aching. I feel my knees cannot carry the weight of my body. I'm still young. And I said to myself, I feel older outside and I also inside. It looks like my brain is blurred, it's kind of fatigued most of the time. Every time I start walking, I cannot really feel good. So what do? I started to watch and look around and then start researching. And then you know what I did? I started dictating or demanding or dare myself. I dare myself that I need to do something about my weight. So first thing I did was started to exercise. I spent at least 7 minutes, 7 moves, 7 minutes every day, and then added on to 30 minutes. So now I am very consistent on that. And I am very determined to keep that. At least 7 minutes, 7 moves, and constantly doing it every day, it helps. And I lost this, if you can see this, some of the clothes I'm wearing, old clothes. Remember, I was wearing black because, mourning. But I realized that some of these clothes are fitting. So it makes me feel good. So I found that nugget. I found that, Mr. Tu'u, you got to lose weight. So I got the determination to start exercising every day. If I'm walking or if I am doing my 7 moves, but it has to be 30 minutes every day. And it's constantly, it's the large muscle and also the small muscle and the motor skills. I have to do it in order for me to get going. So another thing that I was I'm trying to find out is I have to find out what can I do to make me feel much more better. You know, sometimes you don't wanna, you sometimes you don't really wanna what? Sometimes you don't really want to okay, let me share this. If you can hit like and share, that will be appreciated, please. So I started to realize that it's me. I am the only boss for myself. I have to get out, I have to do it. And so I found out the first thing that I need to work on is my weight. So the second time, I found out that I need to see my primary doctor. And I went. I ended up. So the doctor told me to lose 22 pounds. So that 22 pounds is the hidden treasure that I need to let go. It's something that it's not supposed to be sticking around with me. And so I am so proud of myself that I know that I can do it. So instead of following it first, I was directed to lose 15. And on top of the 15, I add 15 pounds. Now I'm trying, I'm being directed again by the doctor, lose 22 pounds. I lost. I haven't been to the scale yet because I wanted to make sure that when I get on the scale, I'm gonna lose. So I have been going on, okay, after that, I watched my weight. Second, I cut off the kitchen. I cut off the plates. You know, the proportion I have, I used to have a huge plate and I will eat lunch, dinner, big, huge, and I eat late night. So I cut off the eating late night. That's a hidden treasure that I need just to give it away. I don't need to keep that as a treasure. Second, I cut the proportion, the amount of food on the plate. And third, I realized that instead of eating big, huge plate, I can eat only one plate. And then one plate, I divided it into 3, and that's what I eat every day. Okay, I never like to snack, but I realized I snack. That's number 4. I snack in between an apple. Sometimes I will show you what I have, you know. And so I find out the weight, my weight. I found out that that's supposed to go. I found out that my beauty has to come from within. And I always rely on that. And then, but my outside part, I was big and huge, fluffy too. I call it fluffy. And then I feel that the food is, I eat the food, but I'm not enjoying it because I know I'm gaining a lot. And then number 5, I take the directive from my husband. My husband always tell me, when I go to work, he loves having my hair pulled back. Sometimes because of the type of job I have, I always go with my hair pulled back or braided or bun because it is what it is, because where I used to work, it's violent and hostile. And you have to be a mother, you have to be a father, you have to be a cleaner, you have to be a custodian, you have to be a police or a cops, and you have to be a therapist and a counselor, and you have to be the supervisor. So it was so hard for me to let go of my hair. So when I come to church, sometimes it's hard. I just wash my hair and I love pull back my hair. So when my husband gave me that directive, maybe you need to start going back to blowing and fixing your hair. And I said, okay, do you want me to do that? So I'm not looking nice when I pull back my hair. I thought you love it. So he said, well, for a change, just do that. And then he always say, love the blow and the flow. So I listen, and then I take it into heart. And so when my hair has been cut, when I mourn, and then I decided on his celebrating of 1 year mark, I have to trim it nicely because it was different layers. And then nothing else I do because I already straightened it before he died. Now I feel it's easy. And it's easy because all I do, I flat iron it, pull it, and that's it. Then it's easy for me to comb it. It's easier. So I found that's a genuine piece of gold. It's my hair. It's my lipstick, it's my eyebrow. I don't do anything for my face. Sometimes it's just the lipstick and sometimes mascara. And that's all I do. And sometimes eyeliner if I have to. But most of the time I dress up for my husband. If he sees me, I'm beautiful to him and I look good and hot to him. To me, that's my joy. And I love it because he is my mirror. He is the only one who will tell me what to do. And I think I take that counsel and then I dress up for him. And I know that when I am around leaving my hair, sometimes I put my hair up. This is just combing and put it down. Sometimes an easy way. That's why I always love blowing my hair when I was a single girl. And when I was, I got married, but I didn't have the money when I got married. I started focusing on my children. Cut my hair in very short because I don't have to comb it. It's easy. That is one piece of gold that I found out. It's easier for me and it's easier to fix my hair and it makes me feel different. And I feel beautiful and I feel more beautiful because I know my husband, his spirit is around and he's watching me. So those are the things that I found and I started with. Another thing that I started finding out, that I feel good when I lose. I think I lose 5 to 10 pounds already. I was 255. When my hubby passed away, I was going down to 250. When my doctor sees me, I was 250. So I lose 242 after 15 days. So from December 22, I was 242. Now I know I am already down to 230. But because I lose a lot, I know it. So I'm going to tell you the news when I get to next month. Okay, the 22nd of next month, I'll tell you how much I weigh. I think I'll start on tomorrow. I'll go weigh myself and then I'll let you know what. So I want to talk to you about my journey of the best version of me or Fungani Kita Kono Uhinga, because I wanted you, those of you who are facing the same thing, you can follow this footstep and you can grow from it. You feel energized, you feel good about yourself. It's not about someone else to watch. It's not about Steve Harvey. It's not about Beyonce. It's not about J-Lo. It's not about anybody. It's about you. It's about me. It's about Hingano Tutu'u. I'm trying to feel good and I'm trying to feel that I am strong and active so I can continue being a mother to my children. So one thing I found out is not to hide what you're doing. There's business for everybody. My business is my own business. And so when I come on live, it's my business. And it's up to you to learn from it. But it's a part of me is selling my story and what I have gone through in order for my followers and my fans and those people who are following me can learn from it, or you can use it as your own success story. So what I'm gonna go, I haven't eaten. And so it's almost 12, it's 11, I think it's 12, 12:51, it's almost 1. And I woke up at 8:30 and start scripture reading, prayer first, scripture reading, and then I do genealogy work. For those of you who doesn't know what a genealogy work, it's a family history where I find joy in finding my families, finding other people and just helping, because it's my faith. I believe if I don't help those who had passed on, they won't help me. Nobody will help me. But I find it's a blessing that to help others. So I talked to you already about in-texting or tohihohoko. But in text, all I do, I check, for example, I have my phone and I am going to turn to my account. In my account, there's an app called Family Tree or Family History. And so I'm going to show you how the apps look. The apps is I think you cannot see it, but the apps, you go into it and then I hit family history. And when I family history, it type direct me to my account. And then I click on it, I go to get involved. When I get involved, it says in texting. And when I get to in texting, it allows you to sign up with Facebook or Google or LDS church account. If you don't have a church account, you don't have to sign up for that. This is not for you to be baptized. This is for you to find your loved ones who passed on and help them. They are dying for our help. They wanted you to help them because in order for them to live, to get out of prison, of the prison world, you got to help them. And I take this name to the temple where I believe those names are being taken to baptism, initiatory, endowment, sealing for time and eternity. You don't know the joy. They have been waiting. Some of them I took, they were born in 16th century, even 18. Imagine how long they have been waited there. So I find joy in doing this. I find it's amazing. And I have seen miracles in my life. And you know what? I know how to be kinder and be smarter and not to be angry all the time. So that is something that I find joy in. So when I find this, I find it and so for example, all I do is get involved, and then I review the death certificate or a history of that people. And I'm working in Beirut now. Why? Because my son is is serving a full-time mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Beirut. And I believe if I help Beirut people, those people will help my son, advance and make his mission smooth. So I'm looking at the cursive. People in those days, and in my days, in our days, nowadays, everything is computerized, and we have a hard time trying to find cursive. So cursive, it says G-A-R-C-E-Z. See, I spell it, and then I look, the computer is already suggesting D-A-R-E-Z. It matches with what I see. So all I do, I put a match, check mark here, match, look, and it directs me to the next. And it allows me to do only 20 review, or if I want to do unlimited. I have helped 16,000 people. So the first, now I'm looking at the cursive, G-A-B-R-I-E-L, Gabrielle. And then I look at the computer suggesting Gabrielle. So I do match, I click check mark. So the next one is beautiful hand cursive, A-U-M-E R-A-C-I-C-R-A-C-I-O-N. Yes, it matches with what the computer, so I put down match. And so you can continue on. All I do, I click match, or I said I'm sure, or I edit, or put in what I see. And that's all. And after 20, they will tell you, you see, all I do, I click the Gurus, that's Gabriel again, and I'm looking at Anuzi, Garay, I see Pio Jose Maria, matching Maximo, and Herrera, and Maria. Ooh, I got 20. See, I got 20. So usually I just do 20. That is another thing that keeps me joy, keep me happy. And it is the best version of me. It's adding to me. It makes me more happier. So after that, and I block my time, I work. for the agency or for myself, I work until 12 o'clock. And so 12 o'clock, I have a little snack. And now I am going to show you, this is one of the things. This is a new bottle that came along with this. It came along with this, you know. And so, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you, this is something called Elevate You. Steve Harvey, it's from Steve Harvey, you know. Steve Harvey requested or asked his professionalists or the doctors, his primary care, also his nutritionist, and also other specialists to help in finding, you know, how you always smoothie your greens, your grapes, your spinach, your broccoli, and your fruits and vegetables. You know how you do that? He says, I'm sick and tired of it. So this is another genuine nugget that I found. Like I told you, it was very important for me to find the best version of me. And the best version of me is to allow me in my busy life, you know, the busy life I have can wreak and havoc on my health. And that's why Steve Harvey teamed up with his leading nutritionist, Create Elevate You. This is not your average green powder. It tastes great and delivers energizing nutrition to supercharge your body. And so, because I wanted to eat healthy, cut down the portion, instead of me sitting here and munch on 20 pieces of cracker in my traditional eating, instead of doing that, I only get 1 scoop. So what I'm gonna do, I am going to show you how I do this. So this is how it is. So you see, Elevate You, now it's this one. So it comes in the mail, and I only order one because I only have enough money for one. And this one should last me for a month at least, or, you know. So I ordered one only. Remember, each spoon or each scoop, it filled up 30 different greens in it, 30 superfoods in every serving, made from natural, vegan, family, plant-based ingredients. 5 powerful complexes for total body health. Okay, so this is, and you won't find that, you know how it is hard sometimes? Only 1 scoop, guys, only 1 scoop. And then you can, so why I do this, because it looks like that sometimes I see, I haven't eaten breakfast because I was so focused. And so this thing, remember, instead of me blendering or using the juicer or juicing machine, it's 6 to 8 ounces. I put it in. This little bottle came with it as a gift, and I really love it. And it says, it calls Elevate You, because I think there is a gene, there in us, we have a gene that comes with us. It's mitochondrial or mitochondrial. I don't know how to say it. It's to boost that gene. So, you know, sometimes you feel you're young, you feel young inside, but your body doesn't allow you to feel young. So I never like to take any supernatural, you know, like herbs and things like that. But now, instead, all the grapes, all those plants, even grass, spinach, and kale, and all that, it's all in here. So instead of me using my blender, I'm just shaking it, and you know, it tastes so good. It is so yummy. So this is part of identifying or finding the best version of me. It start from inside me and start, and there are lots of stuff. There are things that came my way, like in the morning, family issue, that I have to make decision on it to make it good for me and to make it good for you. I say, use this, and try to find your inner person and bring it out often, because that's the beauty that comes within. And so for me, in order for me to feel stronger and feel younger, even though my age, I'm getting older, I'm 55, so it is wiser to watch how you eat, the diet. I love my Tongan food, the root crops, the tapioca. Yes, I will eat it because it's organic, but I cut down the portion of it. Okay, and so I am enjoying, and I love what I do. So here it is, Elevate You. It's all from Steve Harvey. And I do appreciate it because I love his show too. It inspires me. So if there is anything that inspires you, real success stories that helps you to boost up your energy and to boost your self-esteem, I suggest that you find it and listen and watch it. You don't have to become like Steve Harvey, but his success story has allowed me to find those gold nuggets in me and bring it out often. And be honest, be truthful to yourself. When you're truthful to yourself, you can always, lead your way in a good and a very narrow path so you can become the person, the human being you should become, the potential you are looking at, the expectation that you are trying, the business you want to build, the talent you want to shine more. So only is through surround yourself with good people who have the same positive mindset. Every time I have this family issue, I go to it and I feel hurt, I feel down, but I have determined myself that I will stick to my value and I will do things in a legal way and in a nice and kind way instead of arguing and fighting over things. It's about time just to start with me first, my inner person, myself, be my own self. And I hope you guys are learning. And let me see how Elevate You gives me, because my stomach is empty. Now I am going to drink. I'm telling you, every time I take it, I feel so relaxing, so refreshing. It does just see one mouthful, it just take away the hunger. It makes me feel good and I feel light. And when I started my exercising, I was so tired. I wish, my breathing was so heavy. But I recognize now when I do exercising, I'm doing good. I feel good. So I suggest if you find it, go to Google or just go to Facebook, find Elevate You, Steve Harvey, order one for you. You feel that there's chocolate. You don't really, the taste of it, you don't feel the green. When you're smoothing it and there's some weird taste I don't like. And I never liked it. I never liked putting broccoli and all those like spinach and all those green leaves there. I don't like it. But I'm telling you, this is one of the nuggets that I found that it helps me boost my energy, boost my self-esteem, and make me feel good. If you want me to talk with you about more of what I do, don't forget my number is 360 214-0871. You can Facebook me in the best version of me, of myself, or Fungani Hokoko Fungani Kita, you know, so, or any of my Facebook. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. And these are the things that I think that it elevates me and help me to grow spiritually, mentally, and physically. And I love it. It is yummy and tasty. It says here, let me read it to you. A target to address mitochondrial damage that occurs with aging. Our breakthrough complex is like a high octane tune up for your cells. It charges your brain, body, and blood flow for natural energy all day long. That's why we are added this patent complex to our whole line of Elevate You products. Guys, I'm asking you, don't delay. Get it. It's going to help you, and it's going to help you with whatever you do at home. And it's going to boost your energy. So it's a cell. It's not a gene. I'm sorry. It's a cell. They're called mycotin, okay? And over 30 superfoods in serving. Come on, guys. It is good. So they add also greens. It's 1,700 milligram organic wheatgrass powder, organic barley grass powder, spinach powder, kale powder, organic spinrana powder, broccoli powder, celery powder, organic chlorella or alfalfa leaf powder. Those are the ingredients. And next thing is inulin, whatever. Organic beetroot powder, Asian beet and apple, polyphenols, man, lots of hard words. Cherry powder, blueberry powder, cranberry powder, wild berry extract, fruit, organic strawberry extract, fruit grapes, and seed. Mushroom plant. There are lots, and you have to read it. And you just have to drink it whenever you want. So for me, it's just say you can take it. So there's no direction. Add 1 scoop for 6 to 8 ounces of water. Mix thoroughly and seize the day. Drink with or without food. And you see, I can drink it without food and I'm okay. Okay, so this is, and then I can work, I can eat later, you know. It is good, guys. It's good. So Elevate You is one of the cold nugget that I found that helps me. It kind of helps me. So yesterday is Sunday. Mostly we have a heavy meal. I like to cook on Sunday. And usually the children and my husband always tell me that's my cooking day because I always work. So Sunday is my working day. I'm the kitchen person. Now I work at home. And you know, when you work at home, you get access to the kitchen so fast and it's easily there. But I have budget my time. I manage my time. I even control my appetite. And so maybe later on I'll have a sandwich. And I have learned to eat sandwich. I know that some people say the bread, yes, I cut it off. I have a sister, Vika. She was my model on this, but she do it differently, but I watch her and how she do hers. And so I follow a little bit of what she's doing, but I still eat what I want to eat. Okay. And for her, she's very strict on it. But why I want to say that, that's how I find something. I feel good. And I drink a lot of water. I love sweets. I love drinking sweet. Now I drink a lot of water. It helps. And so those are the things that I think that physically I have done for myself to add or to be the best version of me. Now, spiritually, I pray in the morning and read scriptures and then find family history. And then twice a week, I return to the temple. What is a temple? It's a place where I go to talk to Heavenly Father or to God, and then work to help those that I find in family history or in texting and take them to proxy or to represent them so they can partake the ordinances in the temple. And it's a place where I feel the presence of my husband and his spirit. And every time I go to the temple, I make sure I look pretty because my husband will be there with me, even though he's not physically here. That's my other. See, you have to tune up and you have to howl the whole self, inside, outside. So another thing is I try to lessen talking to people that are negatives. You know, that's what the external triggers can be, can be the cause of the sadness or the grieving or the anger. So I work on that. And then I built relationship with my children. There are times, I was inexperienced in raising my kids, and I tried to do the best I can and build relationships, talk to them, consult with them, and see what's their decision, what they think, because they're still my children, and we work together as a family. I pray that these things that I've shared with you have helped me. And then educationally, mentally, I'm trying to finish up what I have been working on is my doctorate. And I have been trying to take courses and other degrees. So, the more you educate yourself, the more patience you have, the more knowledge you have, the more light in your brain. And when you have more light within you, you will understand more what's the difference between people and what's the difference between things. And then you endure or you overcome. So with all this, I have started, it's almost 2 months now. It's 2 months already to find the better person of me. So be the best version of me. And hoko koe fungani kita, koe pesia pe ko ekutaumu aya. It will tell my personal stories, even the book that I'm actually working on. It is something that will show you that there is no end for any success. Sky is the limit. We can fall twice, fall 3 times. You have heard in this page Dr. Diana Clark talk about how she struggled in life. She failed 2 semesters, but she managed to determine and to say to herself or dare herself that I will get the highest education that I will have. She challenged herself. I would like to challenge myself. And if these stories that come out from this page will help you, will iron out the burden or the soul so rebellious that you have faced, I invite you to join me. Join me in mostly every day. There will be a live stream or will be some educational or some success story from the best version of myself. Because fungani kita, tenehanga otokoni iko to be the person you are. I would like to say, I have faith. I believe in God. I believe in God, the eternal Father, and in his Son, Jesus Christ, and in the Holy Ghost. I believe that there is a supreme power, that he hears our prayers. He knows who we are. And despite And despite we discourage ourselves, and despite we get angry, and despite we have a hard time trying to get out from the comforting zone, I know for a surety that if we determine to get to the highest we can, we can. So I dare you, try it. If you want to follow my footstep or follow the people that I have brought and talk with you online, follow their footsteps. You have heard say Nikki Valu Kafusi. She has to ignore all the negatives, all the gossip, so she can focus on moving on. And she created a profit or a business account called Vaikopuna Langakari or Vaikopuna, the art of Taolunga on Facebook. And you have heard Dr. Clark moving forward. The rape, the bullying, and the torturing. And as a colored woman, she has been facing racism. We are looking forward for Dr. Ta'ai and many, many other good people that they will come. They have been behind the curtain and they will sell their story and their legacy. And I hope these will bring the best version of you. Fungani, hoko koha fungani kita. Hoko koha fungani kita. Be the best version of myself. And I, Leseri Tutu'u, I dare you that you can become the best version of you or best version of myself. I am a living witness of that. And despite I'm still struggling, I'm still working on it, but the sky is the limit and there is hope. We will reach the peak of the mountain. And despite who you are and whoever or whatever kind of education, whatever kind of race, whatever kind of religion or belief you have, where you are from, country, whether you're rich and poor, this is applying to everyone. You have to go dig deep into your soul, the inner you, to find out the gold nugget, the genuine piece of gold that has been hidden there, but you are too comfort in the zone. I'm asking you, get out from the comforting zone. Be yourself. No one has the right to direct you or dictate you or determine the destination is upon your hand. And for my children, if you listen, this is how it is. You can be somebody. Remember Mr. T? He be somebody. You can be somebody. Pero pa o ke whainga tā ia o ke o sia. Ko mea lele, ko e te ngoi o kui ai hato mahu inga. Hoko ko fungani. Fungani I kita. Aluhifo kakala, aluhifo ngeya. It's all because you're already beautiful. I'm a beautiful woman. I am courageous. I'm tough. And I can dare things to happen. And if I make up my mind to happen, it will happen. Whether you like it or not, whether you think it's not going to happen, it will happen. So it's all upon you. Be the best version of you. And I will say, give me a call, 360-214-0871. Be the best version of you. Koha, hoko koha fungani kita. Be the best version. Be the best version. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget, you are special. Be the best version of myself.